Tymebank has revolutionized the banking industry in South Africa by introducing digital banking, and as such, it has become one of the fastest growing banks in the country, increasing its user base to more than 4 million South Africans in less than 3 years. To put this into perspective, FNB, which is the oldest bank in South Africa, being established in 1838, has a customer base of 8.8 million South Africans. So how is it possible that a bank existing for only 3 years was able to acquire half the amount of customers of another bank existing for 184 years? Well, that is what we are going to look at today. I will give you guys my full review of Tymebank, going over the founders of the bank, taking you through the sign-up process, peeking inside the bank's platform, seeing what products are available, and just looking at the fees, rewards program, and customer support. At the end, I will give you my personal recommendation of who I think will benefit from opening a Tymebank account. Who am I? I'm just a retired veterinarian who loves to talk about money. I've personally been a Tymebank customer for close to a year now, and seeing that I'm getting no compensation whatsoever from Tymebank for making this video, you guys can expect an honest, objective review so that you can decide for yourself whether or not this bank is a good fit for you. Alright, so let's dive into it. The vast majority of Tymebank is owned by South African billionaire Dr. Patrice Motsepe, through the African Rainbow Capital Mining Company, which has a market cap of 8.2 billion rand. Its headquarters are in Johannesburg, but what makes this bank really unique is that it does not have any physical branches, and it therefore relies solely on a mobile banking app and an internet banking site, as well as a partnership with 2 retail chains, Pick n Pay and Boxer, to host a national network of self-service kiosks, which we will get to in a minute. Tymebank is the first bank in South Africa to put its core banking platform in the cloud, and by using the Amazon Web Service platform, it is able to save costs, have top-of-the-range security, and it therefore makes it much more easier to scale. The reduced operating costs of not having any physical branches, as well as the national presence of Pick n Pay retail stores, kind of removes the barriers that has traditionally prevented over 11 million unbanked South Africans from accessing proper banking services. This is huge. Tymebank saw a gap in the market, and by solving a couple of simple problems, they now have the potential to capitalize on a massive audience. Alright, so the Tymebank website claims that you can open a Tymebank account in less than 5 minutes. So, being the skeptic man that I am, I wanted to test it out for myself by opening an account for my wife. I screen recorded the whole process, and as you can see, we started at 1:15, and by 19 minutes past 1, the first part of the account was completely set up. Now, to create a Tymebank account, you can either go to the Tymebank website on desktop and click on Open an Account Online, or you can download the Tymebank app on Google Play Store or Apple Store. The instructions are rather self-explanatory. You need to enter your ID, accept the T's and C's, enter your email address, cell phone number, OTP PIN that will be sent to your phone, and then you need to answer a series of 6 questions to verify your identity. After this, you need to identify your source of funds, indicate your tax residency, create and confirm your 4-digit login PIN, create your online password, and voila! Your account has successfully been set up. If you want to log into the website or app, you simply need to enter your ID number and password, and then confirm the OTP PIN sent to your cell phone. Okay, but this is not the whole sign-up process. Tymebank has 3 different profile accounts: the Just Met profile, the Getting to Know You profile, and the Good Friends profile. By only signing up online, you will be able to use the account, but you will have a maximum account balance limit of 40,000 Rand in both your transaction and savings account. In order to upgrade to the Good Friends profile, you need to verify your biometrics at the Tymebank kiosk by confirming your name, ID number, thumbprints, and residential address. This will increase your maximum account balance limit to 700,000 Rand for your transaction account and 100,000 Rand for your savings account. So how exactly do you do this? You simply need to hover over Ways to Bank on the Tymebank website, click on Find a Kiosk, enter your city name, and then scroll down to find the Pick n Pay or Boxer store closest to you, and then just simply drive to that store. It might be a good idea to just phone the store in advance to confirm that there is actually a Tymebank kiosk, as the first Pick n Pay that we visited actually didn't have a kiosk anymore, and this wasn't updated on the website yet. Right, so the Tymebank kiosk will look kind of like a mini yellow ATM, and it will be close to the tills and entrance to the store. It basically consists out of some sort of touchscreen tablet, a webcam, and a fingerprint reader. To verify your biometrics, just follow the on-screen commands, which again is rather straightforward. You need to enter your ID, scan both your right and left thumb on the fingerprint reader, and they may take a photo of you as well. My wife confirmed her ID by taking a selfie on the Tymebank app, but it may be a bit different when using the kiosk. Cool, then all that is left to do is to print your Tymebank debit card. Just tap on Get a Debit Card, create a debit card PIN, enter the OTP sent to your cell phone, and with some sort of futuristic elf magic, the kiosk will immediately print your card on the spot. It really is that simple. Both the online application and the verification at the kiosk took us less than 5 minutes, and aside from taking into consideration the time it took to drive to the store, Tymebank has delivered on its promise. It is almost unbelievable that one can open a bank account and get your card in less than 10 minutes, as doing this with any other traditional bank will probably take you days, if not weeks. Okay, lekker. So let's now take a little tour through the Tymebank platform. Once you log in, you will see your dashboard. Your debit or transaction account balance is shown in the everyday account section, and this will basically be the account that you will use for your day-to-day transactions. You can have your proof of account as well as your monthly statements emailed to you. You can view and change the details on your Tymebank debit card, and you can add and pay beneficiaries all in one place. Under that, you will see your savings account called Goal Saves, where you can add up to 10 different savings pockets, but we will get more into that later. And at the bottom, you can once again see your debit card details and change the settings as needed. On the right hand side, you can make use of the send money function, where you can send money directly to someone's cell phone number, who can then cash it out at a Pick n Pay or Boxer store using a SMS voucher. You can pay someone via EFT, you can pay your bills, you can add another savings pocket, and you can buy airtime, data, electricity, internet, and other types of vouchers and services, which we'll also get to in a minute. And at the bottom right corner, you can add and manage all your beneficiaries, and once again manage your debit card. At the top left corner, you can see that there's also an option to apply for a Tymebank business account. Now, I'm not going to cover this business account part in this video, but let me know down in the comments if you guys are interested in it, and then I could perhaps make a video comparing all the different business accounts for people wanting to start a side hustle in South Africa. Okay, then on the right hand corner, you can click on your profile, where you can view and manage your email, cell phone, address, password, PIN, debit card, registered mobile device, marketing preferences, and at the bottom you can see your account limits. Once again, you will need to go to a Tymebank kiosk to verify your biometrics to gain access to the full maximum limits displayed here. And then the last thing, if you click on the phone icon, it will take you to the Tymebank support page, where they have a bunch of articles answering different FAQs, which, by the way, I read through each and every one of these in order to create the best possible overview of this bank. So if you guys found any value in this video and you want to help me out a bit, then please sharpen that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Kia libua. Now, the mobile app has a slightly different layout to the desktop app, but it will probably take you less than 3 minutes to navigate through everything. So as you can see, the platform is really easy to use, ensuring that even your gogo can learn how to properly use it. Okay, so aside from the Tymebank transactional account we already spoke about, let's see what other products the bank also offers. The Goal Save accounts are probably the thing that attracted me the most towards this bank. You can create up to 10 different savings pockets, each with its own goal, hence the name, and you can maintain a maximum balance of 100,000 Rand spread across all 10 different pockets. They currently offer the best savings rate of any South African bank at the time of making this video, and the interest rates are based on a sliding scale depending on how long you keep your money in the pocket, as shown on this screen, starting at 4% for the first 30 days and increasing to 6% after 90 days. if you give them a 10-day notice before withdrawing your funds, you will earn a bonus, which means your interest rate will go up to 7%. And if your salary is paid into your Tymebank account and you give a 10-day notice, you will get an additional salary kicker, which will now take your maximum interest rate up to 8%. Now, the way in which they calculate this bonus and salary kicker is based on a rather advanced calculation, which will just take up too much time to explain in this video, but I will link to a blog post on the Rate Compare website if some of you guys are interested in seeing how exactly this is done. Okay, so you can add money to these pockets as often as you want, but the one caveat is that when you want to withdraw money, you need to empty the entire pocket, meaning you cannot make partial withdrawals within one GoalSafe account. And if you then put money back in that pocket again, it will reset the time period invested to day one, which will now bring the interest rate back to 4%. Now, an easy hack around this is just open all 10 different pockets, put R1 in each, and then start filling up each pocket equally. This will ensure that all 10 different pockets will start to accumulate the days invested, which will push the interest rate to 6% after 90 days. If you then need to withdraw money, try to only withdraw 1 or 2 pockets or the least amount necessary, and then afterwards put R1 back in immediately. This way, the interest rates of the rest of your pockets won't be affected, and it will give you the maximum benefit possible from using all of these accounts. Now, there is a handy GoalSafe calculator available on the Tymebank website that you can play around with to see how much you need to save and how long you need to save for in order to reach your financial goals when using the GoalSafe pockets. Tymebank recently introduced their Tymebank credit card, which is a really attractive product for low to middle class income earners looking to build a good credit score. Where most other banks will require you to earn at least 5,000 to 10,000 Rand per month just in order to qualify for a credit card, the Tymebank credit card only requires you to earn a monthly income of 3,000 Rand or more. It is rather a basic credit card with only the essentials such as a 55 days interest-free period, a budget facility and automatic debt protection, but what really stands out to me is that it only has a 2% offshore transactions fee, which is lower than the industry average of 2.75%. What this credit card is lacking, though, in my opinion, is free global travel insurance and no option for debt consolidation, which are both kind of standard benefits that one would expect from a basic credit card. Nevertheless, I still think that this is a great option for someone looking to start building a good credit score, and if you don't know what that means, then go watch this video, please. Aside from the credit card, Tymebank also offers a service called More Time, where you can buy products and services now and then only pay them off over 3 interest-free installments. There is no monthly fee and no interest charges when using the More Time credit facility. It is easy to sign up and you can use it at more than 600 different stores spread across all of South Africa. One thing to note here is that Tymebank will most probably run a credit check when deciding whether or not you qualify, and this may negatively affect your credit score in the short term as it may be listed as a hard inquiry. Again, if you don't know what this means, then go watch this video. Time Advance is a feature where Tymebank will basically partner up with employers to be able to give employees early access to their salaries without it costing them any extra fees. This is great when someone runs into unforeseen financial trouble and who need cash urgently, as this may prevent them from taking out expensive personal loans. Tymebank also partnered up with Hollard to provide funeral cover, and they also provide medical insurance in the form of Time Health, where you basically have 3 different plans to choose from. Again, another smart move from Tymebank, as we all know, medical insurance is expensive in South Africa. So by offering affordable options, it will give millions of people access to better healthcare. On the fees side of things, Tymebank is definitely a favorite, as it is one of the cheapest banks available in South Africa with no fixed monthly fee. You basically only pay for what you use. Now, although pay-as-you-use accounts can sometimes burn your fingers if you make too many transactions, Tymebank actually has a fee calculator on the website that you can use to just test how much fees you will need to pay based on your personal transaction needs. It will then also show you how much you will end up saving when compared to other major banks. Now, I really do like and appreciate the full transparency the bank provides upfront, as traditional banks traditionally have a bitter reputation of shafting their customers with horrid hidden fees. Tymebank partnered up with Pick n Pay and Boxer stores to provide additional rewards to the Smart Shopper rewards program. I will gooi the exact number of Smart Shopper points that you will earn when using both your debit and credit card, but essentially what this translates to is that you can get a maximum cashback of 0.2% on your Tymebank debit card and 0.5% on your Tymebank credit card, which is actually really low when compared to the rewards programs from other banks. In terms of the customer support, in the beginning, it has gone through a phase where many people complained about slow responses, system failures, and unresolved issues. And given the landscape of the bank of not having any physical branches where people can actually go to and talk to a real person, this will probably continue to be a problem moving forward. They have improved on it a lot, and in my experience, I haven't really had any issues as of yet, apart from the occasional system failure. You can either reach them by phoning their landline, by contacting them on WhatsApp, or by tagging them on Twitter, which apparently seems to work really well in getting their attention. And then looking into the future, I believe that Tymebank will continue to bring in even more and more innovative products to the South African market, and in turn continue to grow its customer base. If you couldn't already tell, I am overall really impressed with the products and services that the Tymebank team have come up with this far, and I am anxiously waiting to see how they will expand and improve on their credit offerings, as if they can get this right, then they will be really competitive and even give some of the biggest traditional banks in South Africa a proper run for their money. It is evident that this bank has been built on simplicity, transparency, and affordability, and it therefore makes sense that it managed to grow so fast, arguably being the biggest digital bank on the African continent. Tymebank is also planning on expanding its operations to Asia, so I'm expecting to hear big things from this bank in the future. So, who exactly is Tymebank for? In my opinion, it is an excellent option for both those who want a transaction account that has all the basics without needing to pay excessive banking fees, as well as anybody else who wants to grow their short-term savings with the best interest rate available. I personally only use the GoalSave accounts for part of my emergency fund, and I do all of my transactions with FNB, and I know of many others who are following a similar strategy. But for those who are looking for more sophisticated premium banking needs, such as a great rewards program, long-term credit, and a dedicated account manager, Tymebank will not be a good fit. Also, the older generation might be a bit reluctant to adapt to this form of digital banking, as they are notoriously known to be not as keen to embrace new technology. Let me know down in comments what your thoughts are on this bank and whether or not you agree with my review. It is always interesting for me to hear you guys' opinions. Lekker. Okay, bye!